Thankful to Agriculture Information Center who has who has given me the permission to talk about this topic, though this topic is not new topic, because tomato price, they fluctuate all the time, and we have the problem for pricing of the tomato and demand and supply. So I will be talking on this topic. So dear participant, let me tell you about the tomato. Tomato is the best fruit color and quality obtained at the temperature rate of range of 21 to 24 degrees centigrade. So if it goes beyond that, then the fruit setting is affected, and also there is a problem of harvesting. So it requires low to medium rainfall, does not is sensitive to flood condition. So these things are required there. Therefore, sometimes we get the low production due to abrupt rainfall or abrupt uh, weather. So we'll be talking about all the factors which affect the pricing of the potato. Major producing state of tomato are Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat, Odisha, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, and Haryana, and some Tamil Nadu also. And you can see that transplanting time range from January to up to November it goes, depending upon the region. So that, and harvesting, similarly we get the harvesting in a different season. So as such, there is a availability of the tomato in the country all the time, but the amount of the availability varies. See, in North India, tomato is planted in two seasons, autumn planting and other is normal planting. So autumn planting start from February to March, and normal planting start from June to July. So 70% of the total production is harvested between the December and June. And the price dipped due to the surge of the supply. On the other hand, July to November, as only 30% of total production is harvested. The price rise due to low supply. So you can see the fluctuation in the all the time there is a fluctuation of the prices, and the lean period is this July to August, where there is a maximum demand and the price is very high. Most of the tomato is harvested December to June, and from June onward there is a lean period where the supply is less, whereas the demand is more. So which led to the increase in the prices. And as I said that there is availability is there, but the transportation from the other state tomato production is very costly. We can do the abrupt change in the climatic condition also yield the less tomato. So this is another graph showing that there is a fluctuation in the okay. So similarly, I have taken the data from the various counters, and you can see that the fluctuation of the prices are always there. And the various agencies have analyzed this. So data on the wholesale price fluctuation shows that the wide fluctuation with the price crashing during the harvest season and peak during the lean month. So crisis could be resolved in a part by smoothing the supply through processing Okay, now I give the some solution. When there is a glut and the price is very less, so there is no alternative than the making it to process, so that if we process it and we can make the value addition, we can fetch the price, and the farmer, they are not being poor in that condition, because low pricing, and they cannot sell the tomato at a low price. So see, it happened in Haryana when there is a glut, and the farmer, they were forced to throw away their because this was this was selling at the rate of rupees, no, not even rupees, 25 paisa per kg. So they were forced to throw away the, because the transportation is so high, and so because it's a perishable item, and Haryana has helped the farmer by making the Bhavantar Yojana for vegetable in December. And the first, this was happened 2 years back. The first for perishable by the state government. For tomatoes, spot price were fixed for rupees 4 kg at least. So there is some relief by the government by fixing the price of at the rupees 4. But that also does not cover all the cost of cultivation, and farmer, they are not, but there is a bit relief of that. So abrupt, as I said, abrupt change in the climatic condition like heavy rain and flood also affect the crop production. Mainly rain in the September and October destroy the whole of the crop sometime. Because as I mentioned before, that this crop is very sensitive to flooding condition. So, and particularly we should look into the technology and the recommendation and packaging practices. It should be planted on a raised bed, and possibly on taking the intermediate type of variety, which grows vertically, and staking with the bamboo and tying it up. So that is very effective for production as well as fruit setting. So in this way, we reduce the soil-borne diseases, and we also reduce the abiotic stresses. And you see that this abrupt change in the weather or erratic weather has affected the prices in various years. Sorry. In June 2016, there was a drought in the southern state, which affected the growth. And similarly, there was a rain in MP and Rajasthan in the month of August 2017. So unseasonal rain in Karnataka and MP happened in November and December. Delayed in harvesting in Maharashtra. Fungus damage was there in Karnataka due to increase in the rain and flood situation in Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Himachal. Why I'm showing this, that you can see, you can relate the price with the abrupt change in the climate, or climate change also, because we get a lot of heavy rainfall sometime now. The rainy days have reduced, and the rain frequency has lessened, but there is a big downpour of the rainfall. So this particular things affect the this climate change or abrupt change in the climate at one stage certainly affect the crop production, and accordingly the pricing is also decided. So, and one thing more, we should zone our state or locality like we have a different agroclimatic zone at the country level or at the state level also. So because of the variable weather, we should plan in such a way that we should get the regular supply of the uh, tomato by synchronizing with the type of the variety like early, mid, and late variety. So depending upon the temperature condition, as I told you in the beginning, that how much temperature is required. So accordingly, we can plan our sowing plan so that we get the supply of regular supply of the tomato in particular state or in the whole country. So we should do the zoning or cluster formation. And one other alternative could be to store, but you cannot store it on a longer period. But at least for a certain period, we can store the tomato by spraying cytokinin concentration of 5 ppm. That will enhance the shelf life of tomato significantly. Why? Because there is the ethylene production will be reduced significantly, which makes the tomato to respire less. And we have certain sometime a short storage system like we have one container which does not hold much of the tomato, but for a little period and for a small amount, we can store the tomato at 15 to 20 degrees centigrade. There is another problem in tomato, leaf curl disease. So when temperature shoots, the vector white fly that get increase, and there is a problem of this disease. So for if we having the problem all the time, then we should go for the early sowing so that we can escape the disease time and also get the maximum production. So these type of disease, insect pest control, and also the integrated nutrient management. So many things they helps to reduce the loss in the yield at a certain period of time. And particularly varieties. Varieties, they are very important. We should go for a tolerant variety, which helps for tolerating the abiotic and biotic stresses like Pusa Shita. But as such, the farmer they go for a private varieties and hybrid varieties of the private sector. So to fetch a higher yield, but sometimes they are not resistant to the insect pest and diseases. So there is another thing which I stress a lot, that we should raise the tomato on a raised bed, and staking on a bamboo will certainly help a lot. It will enhance the yield much more fold, and then we can harvest the good yield of the tomato, and which avoids the so many other problem like flooding and also the soil-borne diseases. So this thing also helps. Now, the complete solution. Mm, I want to make you aware. May take some time to tell you about the protective cultivation, because protective cultivation is the answer for mitigating these weather problem or sowing time or harvesting time. So all these things certainly will be sought out in when we go for a protected cultivation. The production of vegetable has increased gradually, but anything?
Yes, sir, you please proceed, sir. Some
Okay,
participants might also.
okay, it's okay. So the production of the vegetable has increased gradually over the time, but the productivity and the quality are not up to the mark, not up to that standard which we are receiving or which we are getting in a developed countries. So there is a lot of potential, and moreover, the profit gained by the farmer traditional cultivation is very low. So one can get more value by growing high quality of vegetable in protected structures. It can be easily grown for longer period in protected cultivation. So as our problem, it will address by the protected cultivation. There are many benefits of protected cultivation as such. It is very important component of agriculture investment through which there is a water and fertilizer saving with the systematic use of nutrient and water and reduces the weeds. So in a way, we are reducing the cost of cultivation and enhancing the yield by control condition. And also the time of harvest and time of sowing is very important because we are controlling the temperature. So greenhouse technology is good for better space utilization, extreme weather condition, high rainfall area. It is very useful in highest potential of crop production. It provides the favorable environment for the growth and development of the plants, which help in early plant production of various crops. There is a great demand of high quality vegetable in metro cities like Delhi and big cities. So there is a high demand of these horticulture crops in the shops, hotel, offices. So as such, we are talking about the tomato and cherry tomato. So this can be very easily cultivated in the protected cultivation. Why I'm taking time on this issue? Because this is the ultimate solution when we are talking about the fluctuation in the prices of tomato. So this is the real time solution. I will be talking few other also, but as such, it is the main relief for the price if we go for these technology. However, the cost of these climate control houses, greenhouses, is high. Okay, they are high, no doubt. But we are also getting the a double or triple or four time yield. So we are compensating the cost with the high yield. Also a high price. Why? Because we can grow the off-season vegetables, so for the similar for the tomato. Therefore, farmer can make their living by adopting protected cultivation of horticulture crops and can increase their income more and more. So nowadays, many greenhouse, natural air conditioned greenhouse are there, and plastic low tunnel. So So this technology has been developed at a larger scale. So as such, we have less reservation for adopting this technology, and we can also produce the high quality of one minute. Join now. Okay, so protect. So the yield make the feasible to grow crop during the off season when prices are high. Thus, so many advantages. We can grow the seedling also, and by getting the very good seedling, we can sow our better crop for higher yield and so many things. So the protective cultivation of horticulture is emerging as a potential tool for developing the horticulture in the country by increasing their productivity and production per unit area. So the problem which I addressed, or I was being asked, so the real time solution is that we should go for the protected cultivation, so that we can have the off season vegetable and things like that, and then we can have a control on the price of tomato. Another technique is this nutrient film technique, where there is a no good water or good rain or good soil. We can grow the vegetable crops like tomato in nutrient film technique (NFT) without using the soil. So that will enhance the uh, production of tomato, and thereby, and it is also similar to protected cultivation, but we are not using any soil in this one, so there is another advantage. So in the area where like desert is there, Rajasthan and some part of the MP where there is a no cultivation, so we can adopt this technology and grow tomato there also. So that we can have the tomato easily available, and demand will be met out by this technique. And there is another technique, growing the plants in a aeroponic condition. So here also we don't use the soil, and the nutrient and the water is given by spraying on the root of the plant. So this I'm just suggesting that there can be another, and there can be another alternative to increase the uh, uh, tomato production in the off season. Aerophonic, though it's a costly and new technology, but it can be eventually be beneficial for the farmer when, especially in the off-season cultivation of the tomato. So, could be a better technology under those situations. Similarly, the vertical farming, this can be adopted in the rooftop gardening. Many city dwellers, they are fond of getting the fresh vegetable. So many ladies, many women, they are growing the vegetable in their on their roof. So vertical farming can be used for getting the good production of tomato, and at least they can meet out their demand for their house only. So by paying less. Now, one thing very important, the last thing which I wanted to stress much is we have no solution other than making ourselves unite and selling our things by our own there should not be any middleman. So the alternative is forming the FPOs, Farmer Producing Organization. There is a small farmer agribusiness consortium at the national level, which gives the platform to the farmer, and the government, they subsidize for many things like integrated pack house establishment, which go for grading, sorting, and packing and value addition of the tomato. Haryana has done a tremendous job in this regard. We have developed crop under the crop cluster program. We have and as a fact, we have done many pack houses and also form the FPOs, which can cater the need of which can go for processing of tomato. And as such, there can be this problem can be sorted out very easily if we control the price and demand and supply by forming the FPO, Farmer Producing Organization. Because in the unity, you see that there is a great example of cooperation, like in NDDB, Anand. They have formed the cooperation and cooperatives. Similarly, FPO can do a lot. If really farmer they want to increase their income, then forming of FPO certainly will help, and which will actually enhance the business. Production is there, but selling and marketing and value addition is the task which is left for the farmer. That's why farmer they are poor, because they are not into this business. So we have to make them as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, and forming the FPOs is a really great thing, so that they can work out, and that will facilitate their finances and their technical help, and also management of their product selling and marketing, and also processing of our value addition. So that was the thing. Actually, Haryana has done really good work in this, making the farmer good for marketing. Like they have announced the Bhavantar Bharpai Yojana, as well as also the making the establishment of pack houses and formation of special cluster for the crops like tomato, identifying the area for the tomato cultivation. So and controlling the price also. So really, we need to do such thing to mitigate this problem. And I think I have nothing much to say more. And I hope you might have liked my talk.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your presentation. I will take up the questions from the participants now. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen, sir, so that we can see your full video? Yeah, slightly adjust the camera, sir. No. Yeah. No, it is getting covered, sir. Slightly move the camera, sir. This is fine, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. The first question is, what are some ideas you can suggest to tomato farmers who face price fluctuations?
I think the person asking has not listened my talk. I have all the thing I have suggested that we should go for the drought, the tolerant variety for abiotic and biotic stresses, stake cultivation of the tomato, and also then we should go for a protected cultivation of the tomato. And in the end, I talk about the formation of the FPO, so that everything they control about the pricing and selling and marketing, and also getting the help from the government by as you have seen that I have shown the example of Haryana, where they have where there was a crisis of tomato throwing on the mandis, and they asked for certain help. So government has helped by giving the by forming the Bhavantar Yojana. So these are the things, and also adopting the new technology like NFT, hydroponic and aeroponic, and uh, cultivation of tomato in a controlled condition and on a raised bed and on a stake. So these things I have suggested to mitigate the production and demand and supply scenario.
Okay. So please
Satisfied my
tell,
answer?
yes, sir. So please tell us about yourself and important milestones in your career.
Milestone of my career. Okay. Yeah, okay. See, I did my BSc Agriculture from Haryana Agricultural University very long back. That was in 1980. Then in 1982, I completed my MSc Soil Science. And then I joined as a assistant professor in the same university, Haryana Agricultural University, Hisar. So there I worked for 5 years before I go to Australia. I was working there and I got the Commonwealth scholarship to do PhD in overseas in Australia. So I did a PhD there, and in 1993 I came back. Thereafter I become associate professor and professor. I become professor in 2003. After that, I served for 17 years as a professor, and in 2020 I retired as a principal soil science or professor of soil science from Haryana Agricultural University. And in the meantime, I was given a additional charge of Director of Extension Education in Maharana Pratap Horticultural University, because this university is being established in the Karnal, and I was in the Karnal doing my job. So I was being offered a additional charge of the director. There I did a lot of extension work and meeting the farmers and workshop and helping the farmer. So I have a quite a lot of experience of agriculture extension, research and teaching. I also conducted teaching classes for the graduate student on soil science. So I still teach soil science in the Maharana Pratap Horticultural University to the undergraduate students. So I think, the biggest achievement in my life career as a scientist, or I made a 15 recommendation uh, for the university package and practices. So that counts a lot. And also fetched the Commonwealth scholarship for doing my PhD. I think self-praise is though no recommended. So I made a lot of praise about myself. Thank you.
That's very nice to hear, sir. Uh, for a for an young BSc Agriculture graduate who intends to do agriculture research, What advice would you like to give?
If he want to go for a agriculture research, that
Yes, sir.
what you want? Yes, certainly. Then there is no other alternative than doing the master degree or then doing the PhD degree, because without being a master, you cannot do research. So first thing, you have to go for MSc. After completing your BSc agriculture, you go for a MSc in various subject of agriculture, agronomy, soil science, plant breeding, entomology, plant pathology, nematology, agricultural meteorology, so on. There are all branches you can do the master degree, and also then you can go for a PhD. PhD makes you, I think, perfect in the research. So after doing PhD, you can have the job of research fellow or assistant professor, assistant scientist, and also in the various companies they recruit as a scientist, and various ICR organization and central government organization, they give a job for the scientist, agriculture scientist. So it's a really dynamic career and also a very good opportunity if you go for that.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank Dr. Vijay Kumar Arora for the talk and for answering the questions. I like to also thank all the participants in the meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
Yeah, may I know how many participants were there?
Sir, the participants are logged in from our website, so we will not be able to find out how many are there, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. I'll close the meeting. Okay.
Okay.